The Grand Ole Opry is a living, breathing entity. It's people who love country music.
If anybody says they don't feel it when they walk in here, they're completely lying.
You just feel a spirit in here.
And you get to step on that stage in that circle, you feel the history coming up through your boots.
Just think of all the people that have been on the stage. It's a real humbling experience.
I always wanted to perform on the Grand Ole Opry.
I believed it. Now all that's left is to do it.
Hi, this is George Thorogood.
I'm Drew Parker, and this is my Opry debut.
I've been waiting for this for a long time. If you can really believe this, and I know there are certain people close to me who won't believe it at all, but it's the truth. I was speechless. Can you imagine George Thorogood being speechless? It took this to do that. I was pretty much in shock when I came here and played the first time, because when I came here, I did not realize that there were so many classic rock fans in this city. I kind of had written it off as strictly country. So I was trying to say, hey, listen, I don't know how good I'm going to do. I know one Hank Williams song. That's it. What else do I play? And then Adam and these people said, no, play what you do. And I go, here? I drink alone here? Yeah, it worked. From day one, when I picked up the guitar, it was something I picked up fast. And at the time I was getting interested in guitar, there was artists at that time known as underground artists, not mainstream people, who were making a very good living. People like Elvin Bishop, Ry Cooder, John Hammond, Bonnie Raitt, Allman Brothers. And I said, I can do that. The first music I heard was indeed Elvis Presley. My older brother was an Elvis Presley fan. I did not know that rock and roll was new. So from the time of Elvis Presley to the time of Led Zeppelin, I heard all that was along that and what was underneath it. I would hear Johnny Cash on the radio, and the next song would be by Fats Domino. And then I'd hear a Nat King Cole song, and then I would hear a Stonewall Jackson song. And they were all played on the same radio. So as a little kid, I didn't know the difference. I didn't know who was rock, who was blues, who was country. I just thought they were all groovy. I still do. It's a lot to take in. The top three for me were Hank Williams, Johnny Cash, and Marty Robbins. Those are the three that grabbed my imagination, and that'll never go away with me. As a matter of fact, as time goes on, their music gets even greater to me, the more I listen to it. I had the brilliance of Hank Williams, and the fact that Johnny Cash was genius enough to figure out something to do that Elvis Presley wasn't doing, that Hank Williams wasn't doing. So they picked out something that was unique, so they could be one of a kind. We saw the last performance Marty Robbins ever gave. I've seen him twice. That's my man right there. It's a hard thing to kind of get around. When you've been sitting in your bedroom for years and years and years, you know, you look into the pictures of Hank Williams, you look into pictures of Marty Robbins or Bob Dylan, and then you meet some of these people who are so gracious and all that. It's a hard thing for me to get around. When these things happen, I said, I'd rather talk about somebody else than talk about me. I'm doing the same thing I did in high school. You know, blah, 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 Thorogood, always on your mind, you know. And then, you know, eventually my parents and my teachers, you're always talking about these people. Why don't you go out and be these people? And all you have to do is learn how to play. Like, that's like, you got the rest of it going. I said, oh, okay. I had a guy ask me that in an interview, and he said, I guess he was referring to Bad to the Bone, I don't know. But he said, how does it feel to be a one-hit wonder? And I said, better than being a no-hit wonder. Kind of feel like a fish in a strange pond, you know? Usually they throw me out of places like this.
On September 14th, you make your Grand Ole Opry debut.
What?
Hello, I'm Johnny Cash.
A little honky-tonk at this thing.
Well, I'm Reba McEntire.
Good to be back here now. Yeah, y'all beautiful.
It's a privilege to do Austin City Limits.
Our 10th anniversary came, 15th, 20, 25. Never thought the show would last more than a couple of years.
Austin City Limits is so unique in that it has managed to survive for decades.
Stay tuned to get a free pan from Granite Stone. It just doesn't stick. It just doesn't stick. It just doesn't stick because it's Granite Stone, the professional, durable, ultra non-stick pan. It's so slick, virtually nothing sticks. No butter or oil needed. Watch, we melted down these sticky candies in Granite Stone, and it just doesn't stick. We cooked a half a dozen eggs, bacon, cheese, and tomato breakfast with no butter or oil, and it just doesn't stick. Look, caramels, chocolate, and cheese. Unreal for any other pan, but not for Granite Stone. It just doesn't stick.
Nothing sticks to this pan. It is truly amazing.
Non-stick really means non-stick.
Granite Stone will be the last pan you'll ever need because it's pressed from a solid aluminum disc for even heat conduction. Then coated 3 times with our durable Granite Stone finish. Granite Stone is metal utensil safe and won't scratch. And talk about non-stick. This salmon cooked skin side down with no added butter or oil just doesn't stick. This steak is perfectly seared, just like the pros. And because Granite Stone is oven rated to 500 degrees, we bake this upside down pan pizza to perfection, and it just doesn't stick. Fire Flambe Delicious Cherries Jubilee. Plus it's PFOA free and 100% dishwasher safe. Call or go online to get your Granite Stone pan for the special TV discount price of just $19.99. Granite Stone is so durable it comes with a 10-year warranty. And with every order, you're going to get a Granite Stone single-serve egg pan absolutely free. It's the perfect size for personalized eggs, omelets, or frittatas that slide right out. Yours absolutely free. We'll even ship your entire order free. That's right, free shipping. You get it all at an incredible value. Here's how to order.
To order, call 1-800-786-5449 or go online to buygranitestone.com. So call 1-800-786-5449 or go to buygranitestone.com.
George Thorogood reporting for duty.
Well, welcome to the Opry.
Thank you. I'll tell you, Jim, I'm the only one who tells the truth. All these people I know got famous in music. We ask them, what did you practice in high school? And they all say, well, I practiced guitar, I practiced a banjo, I practiced a piano. I said, practiced your autograph, just like me. I don't collect coins, I don't collect guitars, I don't collect cars, I don't collect stamps, I collect stories. When I'm 85 years old, sitting in a rocking chair, what good is a car collection? You gotta have the, the stories or what that's my wealth. Kind of feel like a fish in a strange pond, Usually they throw me out of places like this. I start with the voice, and then boom, on C, you all come in. Okay? And then after that, as Chuck Berry says, every man for himself. Kind of odd when you've been voted unanimously 2 years in a row in high school, least likely to succeed. Unanimously, and I end up here, feels a little odd. I come in last night about 10:30. That baby of mine wouldn't let me in. Moving over, rocking on over. Move a little dog, 'cause a mean old dog moving in. What Rounder Records was trying to point out to me with this song, Moving On Over, that was like a warm-up song for us in sound checks. Never intended to be on a record. But we were a couple of songs short, and Rounder pushed it hard to get that on the thing. And I said, well, it's kind of a jam, And they said, look, you got a country song with a blues slide guitar with a rock beat, all 3 things together. Now, somewhere you're going to connect. That's why they're record executives and I'm a recording artist, you see. After that, I didn't question anything. Hot dog moving in. That was perfect. You can't do any better than that. I don't like to overdo these things before shows, Then you start thinking, and then you're in trouble.
So we have a Grand Ole Opry debut tonight. Although this is not someone that you don't know, 15 million albums have been sold. He's a multi-platinum singer, songwriter, musician. And boy, it's great to have him at the Grand Ole Opry. Ladies and gentlemen, a hand for George Thorogood.
If you can believe it, ladies and gentlemen, George Thorogood is speechless.
I come in last night about 10:30. The baby of mine wouldn't let me in. Moving on over, rocking on over. Move over, little dog, 'cause a mean old dog moving in. She told me not to mess around, but I done let the deal go down. Moving on over, rocking on over. Move over, little dog, 'cause a mean old dog moving in.
I was very fortunate that I only know how to one way to play, and that's the way I play. So I really didn't have any choice when I approached this material. I said, this is the way I play, and I'd say, well, let's do this or do that. I said, I'd love to do that. I wish I was as versatile as Jeff Beck. I wish I could do all the things that Barbra Streisand can do, but I can't. This is what I do. This is my pocket. If I could branch out of that, I would have done so by now. What they don't realize is a lot of critics were listening to our record, our first one, and they were commenting on how dirty Thorogood was doing on purpose so he could sound like the real thing. And the guys in our band laughed and they said, no, George cleaned up his act to get into the studio. You're way off base here. It's a P90 pickup, which we don't use anymore, when they're very distinct, but by the time I started playing, they were really much out of date. But I played at a low volume in a club in a small amp. So it was, the 125, a very full sound. And when I turned it to open tuning, it sounded like 2 or 3 guitars at once coming at you. So it was very, very ideal for what I was doing at the time. And I tried every kind of guitar in the world. I tried Stratocasters, Telecaster, Les Pauls, everything, and I just couldn't play them. I was walking with the great Johnny Rivers. We were walking by, and in the window was a band, and one of the guys in the band, had a picture of the guitar that I play, right? And they were originally made for people who played quiet, soft jazz, like acoustic, like chords. And I said, yeah, it's a 125 that I play. I said, I play that thing. And I go, yeah, I play the thing, but I try to clean, that guitar just sounds so dirty all the time. You know, Johnny? And Johnny went, George, the way it sounds dirty, it's not the guitar. He meant it's you. He said, it doesn't matter what guitar, George, you're going to pick up. That's what it's going to sound like.
Chained a lock on my back door, and now my key don't fit no more. Moving on over, rocking on over. Move over, little dog, 'cause a mean old dog moving in. Moving on over, moving on over, moving on over, rocking on over. Move over, cool dog, 'cause a hot dog's moving in.
I don't think I've ever tried so hard to fight back tears.
Season 2 of Dinner Drive with Kyle Petty is back on the road this summer. Kyle is traveling the country to visit the hometown of some of the biggest stars in sports and entertainment before heading to dinner to dig a little deeper.
I don't think I've been asked that question in 20 years.
To uncover stories never heard before.
I was the ball girl for our high school football team. I don't even know if you knew that.
Wow. So buckle up and enjoy.
We're going to have our cake and eat it, too.
The Dinner Drive, only on Circle.
Villains, robbers, bandits, crooks, they're all over your TV screen. But the biggest thieves are behind your screen. I'm talking about the cable companies. They charge monthly subscriptions, fees, rentals, and force you to take long-term contracts. Well, it's time to say goodbye to the cable guy, because now you can watch 4K Ultra HD broadcast TV for free. Introducing Clear TV's new 4K Ultra HD design, the Premium HD. Just plug it into your TV and start watching for free. You will instantly receive top-rated network shows, local news and weather, sporting events, and even Ultra HD 4K broadcast shows, all for free. Thanks to federal government mandate, all broadcasters are required to transmit a digital TV signal through the airwaves. airwaves. The new Premium Clear TV lets you bypass cable or satellite to bring network and 4K broadcast shows directly to your television. Retract the antenna to keep it small or extend them for maximum reception.
Setup was so easy. I took my Clear TV antenna, plugged it into the back of the TV, and now I can watch my favorite broadcast channels anywhere in the house for free.
We're just off the coast here in the Gulf of Mexico receiving free network broadcast HD TV. Imagine all the free shows you'll receive at home.
Basic cable and satellite services can cost you up to $80 a month. That's $960 a year and almost $10,000 over a 10-year period. Watch TV in as many rooms as you like with no additional monthly fees. Stop spending money you don't have to spend. Call or go online now and get your premium Clear TV 4K Ultra HD antenna for only $19.95. It's backed by our 60-day money-back guarantee. Order now and you can add a second Clear TV free. Just pay separate processing and handling. That's a $40 value for only $19.95.
I can't believe I get all these channels for free. Plus 4K Ultra HD, Clear TV is for real.
So today we are at my family home right outside of Nashville, Tennessee. I live here with my wife and my 18-month-old little girl. We just built this home and moved in not too long ago. So I grew up in a little town called Covington, Georgia, about an hour east of Atlanta. It's where I grew up riding dirt roads with my dad, listening to Keith Whitley. And I just remember it being very special and thinking, man, that's the best singer I've ever heard in my entire life. And so I think that's kind of where I truly fell in love with country music. I am literally a true fan of traditional and 90s country music. I'm sitting on a tailgate by the lake watching the sun go down. This lucky strike buzz got me betting you're missing me bad right now. I mean, I think about every light in the house is on, right? To me, that song is kind of funny. And it's also kind of sad. It's about, missing somebody, but I'm going to turn every light in the house on to let them know that I'm here. And when I sat down to write my new single, While You're Gone, with my friend Jameson Rogers, I brought up that idea. And I was like, let's write something that's kind of serious, but can kind of be funny too. And that's kind of what led us to writing While You're Gone. While you're out there looking for some kind of brand new start, I'll just be kicking it with this baby. You're gonna come back with your backpack, missing me for too long, yeah. I'll be right here drinking all this beer, baby, while you're gone. Also wrote a song called One Too Many with Luke Combs that he asked Brooks and Dunn to sing on. Super special, two heroes of mine. Got to hear them sing on a song that I wrote. It's just, I honestly probably could have packed my bags and moved back home after that happened.
Drew always comes in with a great hook. He always wants to get the best song that day, which not everybody always wants to do. I appreciated that about him because I'm like that myself. So being able to have somebody in the room that really wants the song to be the best it can be is super important. So I was playing a show in Lincoln, Nebraska, out on tour with Luke Combs. So I had gotten done playing, and I was told we're going to shoot some footage and interviewing you guys about Forever After All, going #1. We look at each other and we're like fired up because we knew that we had written something special, and we're high-fiving. And Luke looks at me and he goes, Really, another high-fiveable moment is when on September 14th, you make your Grand Ole Opry debut.
What?
That's going to be another high-fiveable moment.
You're kidding me.
Not kidding, pal.
I had no idea that 7 years after we met that he would be saying those words to me of, hey, you're making your Grand Ole Opry debut.
Oh, buddy, you're going to do great, man. You're going to do great.
And when he told me, I just kind of, head immediately went into hands, started crying, and really couldn't believe. But man, it was a special moment and something I'm super thankful for.
You got here doing what you love to do, right?
Yeah.
So do what you love to do, and I promise they're going to love it.
Are you on Medicaid and in need of bladder control and incontinence products? Then stay tuned for a free offer from Active Style.
I'm embarrassed to go out in public because sometimes I have accidents. Can Medicaid help me with bladder control products?
Can I get my bladder control products delivered at no cost to me? Is there a home delivery service for bladder control products?
How would you like to have all your incontinence supplies delivered discreetly right to your door at no cost to you? You can if you're Medicaid eligible, thanks to Active Style. At Active Style, we understand your needs and offer convenient home delivery of incontinence products for children and adults. When you call a personal consultant, someone like me will help you find the best bladder control supplies for you. Inside every product is a super absorbent core that turns liquid to gel and locks it away to help protect your skin and keep you dry. Your comfort and satisfaction are assured by our Get It Right guarantee. If the fit's not right, we'll send different products until you're completely satisfied. Plus, we'll handle all the details with your doctor and insurance. And your privacy is assured. Every order ships free right to your door in discreet boxes. Best of all, our caring and complete service costs you nothing if you're Medicaid eligible.
With Active Style, my bladder control worries are gone.
This is a special TV offer. If you're Medicaid eligible, you'll get our great caring service, our Get It Right guarantee, and a free sample. So please, call now.
If you're on Medicaid, call now for your free sample. Active Style is the easy, convenient way to get incontinence supplies shipped discreetly to your door at no cost to you.
Have your Medicaid card ready and call 1-800-393-2610. That's 1-800-393-2610. Call now.
Making my Opry debut is, this is truly, I know it's cliche, but it's a dream come true.
Pretty cool.
It's very cool. What's important for me is, getting to show my little girl that, hey, you can chase your dreams and that is possible. Right. You don't know what to think, do you? You don't know what to think, do you? My little girl is, and tonight she's getting to watch me play a show for the first time, and it just so happens to be at the Grand Ole Opry. So playing country music for a living is something I wanted really bad.
You ready to go do sound check?
I am.
First time being on the Opry stage?
Yep.
You'll love it, man.
Thanks, man. Thank you, man.
We used to come to Nashville every February when the Grand Ole Opry was downtown at the Ryman. And he always said, well, I'm moving to Nashville when I grow up.
I remember coming to Nashville as a kid. I stood on the Opry stage at 10 years old, took a picture there on a backstage tour. That night, saw Travis Tritt play, and I grew up singing Southern gospel music. So what's funny is that I'm making my Opry debut tonight, and the Isaacs, who are a group that I have played gospel music with when I was a kid, they're getting inducted tonight. It's a special night. I don't think I've ever tried so hard to fight back tears. This place is super influential, and for my career, I had no idea that it would actually happen.
You got here doing what you love to do, right?
Yeah.
So do what you love to do, and I promise they're going to love it.
Yeah.
I promise you that.
That's awesome, man.
God
I appreciate that.
I
Thank
hope
you,
you're
man.
doing an awesome job.
Thank you, man. I moved to Nashville, it's been almost 6 years now. I was convinced by my good friend Luke Combs, who had just moved here, for me to move here.
I didn't want him to turn 40 years old in Covington and say, hey, what if I'd went? So I said, go, if you go up there and stay a week, you stay a year, whatever, you still got a home. I hated to move, but I wanted him, I knew he had to.
I wonder if you've seen that green grass wherever you've gone.
So tonight, my wife, my little girl will be here. My parents are going to be here, my brother, his girlfriend, my grandparents. And then there's apparently a lot of people from my hometown
are coming in tonight, somewhere probably between 50 and 100. To be here in this place, making my Opry debut and have my family here and people that have always supported me here, it's really special.
I appreciate you, buddy. Love you, man. All right, bye. That was Luke Combs. Told me that he remembers how nervous he was, so don't be scared to be nervous. Soak it all in, and to remind myself that I deserve to be here and I'm supposed to be here. I am honestly looking most forward to stepping in that circle for the first time with the crowd out there and feeling every emotion and feeling and hearing every song that's ever been sung in that circle. You know, feel the support of every country artist that's ever come before me.
Making his Grand Ole Opry debut, Let Him Feel It, Drew Parker is here.
Woo. Man, I'm standing on the Grand Ole Opry.
I'm sitting on a tailgate by the lake watching the sun go down.
While You're Gone is my first single to country radio. I would say it's the one off that EP that has kind of changed my life. And I would say if it wasn't for that song, you know, maybe I don't know if I'd be in this moment. It's the one that had to be played tonight.
I'll be right here drinking a beer, baby, while you're gone. Grand Ole Opry.
Hey, man, how was it?
It was good.
You enjoy it?
I did.
Is your mom and daddy out there?
They are.
Good, good.
Sure.
That's very cool, man. I'm happy that you got to make your debut. Happy I got to be here.
I'm glad you're here too. I was just so basked in everything. Everybody's like, soak it all in, and you try to do that. Standing ovation at the end. I mean, seeing my little girl in the crowd, just being here and getting to say that I've been a part of the Grand Ole Opry is super special.
Would you like to have this?
When I pulled up, I told my wife, I said, I wonder if there's any way they'll give me that. So yes, I would absolutely love to have that.
Well, thank you. I won't go to sleep for a while. Not for a really long time, actually.
Order for a brownie batter shake and a yellow cake batter shake. I'm getting it started. Blending in the brownie pieces.
Order up. Sonic brownie batter and yellow cake batter shakes.
This is Cassie. She never really paid attention to her credit scores until she got Credit Karma and used her scores to score more. Like a great rate on an auto loan for some more reliable wheels. Credit Karma. Download the free money app where your hard work pays off.
Asking my friends if I can borrow $100. Let's see what happens. Can I borrow $100?
Go download the Earn It app. You can get up to $100 of your paycheck instantly, and it's hours you've already worked for, so it's so convenient.
Download Earnin.
Hi, this is Lisa from 4Imprint. Yes, I'd like 50 welcome wows, 300 customer I love it, and 200 team member oh yes, certainly. You know we got some brand new woohoos.
Dial up the wow factor with promotional products from 4Imprint. We specialize in awesome items that are certain to awe and guaranteed to deliver some ooh yes. From apparel, backpacks, drinkware to high-tech items.
Wow.
I love it. Woohoo!
Go to 4imprint.com and find some wow now. 4Imprint. Certain.
I wanted to try something new. I wanted to spend more time talking and getting to know someone instead of searching. So I called Lava Life, and I met some really down-to-earth, great guys. We just clicked, you know? It was exactly what I was looking for, and I'm so glad I did. You should call too. So call Lava Life now.
Try it free. Call 1-800